What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I've got another movie review for you guys. This one is about the newest Netflix release, Unfrosted, directed by and written by the one and only Jerry Seinfeld. And let me tell you guys, this movie sucks. It's not good. I just spent the past hour and a half watching, and looking at my television screen, waiting for the comedy to ensue and waiting for the laughs to commence. And unfortunately, that is not the case with this movie. It's very bad. It's not funny at all. It is over the top. It's goofy. It is just so unfunny. Like it's not even just like bad, like they try to be funny like a little bit, and it's just like the jokes aren't landing. It's like painfully unfunny. Like the acting is bad, the jokes are bad, like it's goofy, over the top, like colorful, like do like parody level funny. Like, do you guys remember in the mid 2000s, like early 2010s, when like those parody movies were coming out? Like, what were those called? Like, I think Meet the Spartans was one of them, and Epic Movie. Like, I don't ever really remember watching those, probably because I was maybe a little too young to watch those, but I do remember seeing clips from those, and I'm not entirely sure how funny those actually were. Maybe they had somewhat of an audience. This movie feels a lot like those, where it seems like they're trying to make jokes where it's like, oh, see what we did there? And it's like, just tell a story. Like, you've got your backbones for a story. You're trying to tell the story of the history of the Pop Tart. Not necessary, but hey, there's been plenty of corporate biopics in the past couple years, and hey, some of them have been nominated for Oscars. Take the Flamin' Hot Cheeto one from last year, got nominated for an Oscar. So why not let's let Jerry Seinfeld take a stab at it? And listen, I'm gonna talk to you guys about Jerry Seinfeld for a second. He was in the news. Well, it's today, May 5th. There's no watch on this wrist. He was in the news this past week about talking about like comedy, like you can't make television shows because people don't want to know what's funny. I'm not sure Jerry Seinfeld knows what's funny anymore. Like, this movie was so bad. Like, it's just not funny. And he wrote this movie and he directed it, and it's sad because there's so many famous funny people that are in this movie. Melissa McCarthy, Jim Gaffigan, Fred Armisen, Bill Burr. I could keep going. Like, those people are very funny, and it pains me that they signed on to do this movie, and I'm like, why? Did you not read the script first? Oh, like, it's so bad. I can't believe I wasted an hour and a half watching this. I had seen reviews that said it was bad, and I was like, I've got to see this for myself. Guys, this is bordering on potentially maybe the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not being over dramatic when I say that. It is that bad. There's so many weird plot lines that they try to infuse into this. Like, they try to make the milkmen the bad guys. Why? Christian Slater is a milkman. I think they were just like, all right, we've got the Pop-Tarts as the backbone. Let's see how many famous people we can sign onto this movie and give them whatever we want, and that way we can try and sell a movie out of it. Like, that's what I think happened with this, and they didn't even pay attention to the script. They didn't even pay attention. It looks like crap. The movie looks like crap. Like, it looks like it was made out of, like, what were those things? A viewfinder? Like, that's what it looks like it was made out of. Like, just terrible cinematography. Jerry Seinfeld's not a good actor. Like, I'm sorry. He was fine when he was doing his TV show, but I mean, not a good actor. There's a reason he doesn't do movies. Jim Gaffigan, not good. Like, I'm sorry. There's a reason he's a stand-up. Bill Burr, I would say, was the only guy that was decent on the screen. And he was playing John F. Kennedy, which I thought was decently okay. Like, he did a good job. But man, there's no reason for me to give this any kind of positive score. And that's why it's getting a 1 out of 100. It's the lowest score I've ever given a movie. It's terrible. It is a horrendous movie. Do not waste your time watching it, or do waste your time watching it just to see how bad it is. I'm dead serious. Unfrosted on Netflix, the history of the Pop Tart, which again, we don't need to know. It's on the internet. You don't need to make a movie about it. Ugh. There's so many wasted, like, these people could have been making movies that actually were good. Like Max Greenfield. I love Max Greenfield. He's wasting his time making this movie, being in this movie probably because Jerry Seinfeld, hey, you want to be in my movie? Of course I'll be in Jerry Seinfeld's movie. I'm not even going to read the script. I'll just agree to it. Ugh, makes me so mad. Unfrosted. Terrible movie. Do not go watch it. Thank you guys for watching my review. Don't go watch Unfrosted.